Okay, Marty, here we are at 3890 Tanglefoot Court in Bettendorf. The reason that's fogging up is it's very cold outside, so I've got that open. It's not a broken seal or anything like that. But there's the front entrance. Obviously, we're in a split foyer here. And you can see that these treads and everything, they all look newer. I'll give you a look down in the basement there too, so you can kind of get an idea. But I'm going to step down here, and then we're going to walk up so you can see just what that feels like. There's going down to the basement, which we'll go to in a little bit. So we're walking up here. You can see the kitchen at the rear. And then I'm just going to pan around so you can kind of see. We've got a fireplace. It obviously has not been used. I do not see any gas going to it, at least at this point in time. So I would have to assume that this probably does not have gas to it, although an insert could probably be put in there. But they obviously have not used it. So I'm going to continue to pan around here and backing up so you can get kind of an idea of the overall room. And then, of course, we're going to head out into the dinette area. They've got a bump out window there that's kind of nice, I think. And we'll look at the cabinetry and everything. It's a laminate countertop that they're using. This is a luxury vinyl planking, and it appears to have a pretty good install from what I can see. Obviously, they've painted all the trim and that kind of thing. This slider is somewhat newer. It's got the blinds inside the panes of glass, which can be, I don't know if I can move this so you can kind of see how that works. And then we'll step out there on the deck here a little bit later. We've had a lot of snow here. So I'm going to pan around the kitchen here. So you can see everything. We've actually got this cabinetry is dovetailed drawer construction. It is not full extension though. And the shelving is 3/4 inch. I'm just showing you the display one right here. And let me get my detail here. It's not a real big kitchen as far as that goes. But this stove is an electric stove, but it does have convection in the back there, so you can see that. And of course, they've got a built-in microwave. And one thing that's really kind of a nice feature, I think, is that above this microwave, you can see where I think they could exhaust the air into the attic up above us here, instead of bringing it back inside the inside the kitchen. And of course, they've got a stainless steel refrigerator also. And actually, no, I don't want to say that. I was going to say this is counter depth, but it is not. So we'll head back down to the, we've got some storage here, and I'm guessing this is, oh, that's really kind of a nice storage area there. I had not opened it up before. And what they've done is they've locked these in place so that they're not bifolds anymore. They just open and close, which I really kind of like that, I think. So that's kind of a nice feature. The light fixtures have all been updated as far as that goes. And then we're heading down the aisle, the hallway here. This is the main bath. And you can see they've got, I think it's some kind of vinyl flooring, a square tile type of flooring. It looks very nice though. You can see on the stool that they've done some things to that. It appears to be somewhat solid, but I'm not pushing it very hard. And then, of course, we've got a tub shower with a ceramic surround. And I'll give you a look at that. So that's above there, and then here's our shower unit right here, and faucet and kind of thing, that kind of thing. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go and look at the two. Here's the front bedroom that looks out over the cul-de-sac, and you can see that they've taken the closet doors out, and they've got a divider in there. I did not see them downstairs as far as that goes. We do have replacement windows, it appears, throughout this home. I do not know what kind of windows they are. They almost look a little bit like Window World, which I kind of like. So that's this one. It does have a ceiling fan. And these are hollow core 6-panel doors. So they're probably not the original. I don't think they're the original doors. And of course, we've got a hatch up here where somebody's been in it. Let's go this way. There we go. A little bit of usage out of that somebody's been up there before, maybe trying to take wire in for these ceiling fans and stuff, because that's kind of nice having them. And then, of course, here's the bedroom on the end. This bedroom actually would tolerate a king-size bed, but you wouldn't be able to have very much other stuff in it. But it's got that size for it, and we are not in the master. So and then the other bedroom, I don't think you want to get a king in there. That would, a queen, you could probably fit in there. Now here's the master. And they've done an accent wall there. They've got a bifold type closet area. You can see that it's quite full. And then, as you know from the pictures, they've got a TV set up here. As you can see from the pictures, this is the bath that they've redone. And I thought they did a pretty good job on this. This is not a huge bath, but I like the small vanity. And I really like what they did with the ceiling in there on this shower. It's like what is it, like a rainfall shower or whatever. So I think they did that pretty well from what I can see here. So that was one thing. Now, again, they're kind of not totally exactly equal up there, but I am really being picky on that. It looks really nice in here. So let's head down to the basement. Okay, so we're coming down the steps, and we've got like it's kind of like wainscoting that's higher. It's a nice look. There's no question there. Now, here's one thing that is just a problem for me, but this is their storage underneath here. And I think as you look at this, you can see on the landing that the storage goes to my left. And I think there's a sump pump back in there. I tried to crawl back there, but I can't get to it. It's so crowded in here. But, all right, so we're coming down the steps. We turn immediately to my left, and here we have the finished area in here. And basically it's just a rec room that they've got with some painted paneling, drywall walls, and ceilings. And then we're going to go back here into the utility area. And this is the amount of their storage. They did finish off this area up above here, but it's mainly just storage from everything that I can see. It's a poured foundation, which I kind of like. I'm not seeing any cracking or anything like that. This is coming from upstairs, probably the kitchen sink, maybe, or maybe from the bath. I bet you it's coming from the bath. Yeah, because up here is where they would have the tub and stool and all that good stuff, right up through here. Now, I think they've got this set up so maybe a guy could do a shower down here, but it would take some doing to move these appliances around. Now this furnace, I think, I can't read this guy's writing, but seeing as it's from, you see, 16, 16, 17, so I'm thinking in 2015 is when they, oh there it goes, the install date 2015, so we're good on this high efficiency furnace. And of course this is 11 years old. I could not get a date on this Whirlpool water heater, nor the size, but I think it's probably at least a 40. And I can tell you that I don't see a lot of rust and stuff like that, but I think this thing has some age on it, just from looking at some of the wear there. But I've certainly seen worse as far as that goes. And then here we have the water coming in from the street here. So we've got that. So now we're going to go back to the garage here so you can get an idea. Hi, Kitty. Didn't even know this guy was here. Okay, so let's go back here. Here we're going into the garage. So at night when you come home, you've got to go up 2 flights of steps, which would be typical for a split foyer. They maximize living area and minimize storage. And the main thing I want to bring to your attention here are 2 things. Number one, we've got a Federal Pacific panel. It's a 100 amp box. I'll show that to you. I'm not very comfortable with these. By the same token though, I mean, it's one of those things where at least I've got a GFCI underneath there. But I don't have a high opinion. And if I had a renter in there, I think I'd want to have that box switched out. The other thing is the reason I think there's a sump pump in that, under that landing, is because here's what I think is a discharge pipe for a sump pump, and it actually protrudes through the wall, you know, out on the driveway there. And the good news is it has not been running, even with all the rain we got. And I'm telling you, it would have been icy as all get out if we'd had that. Now, what I don't know is why this is here, because I didn't see anything fall down. There's nothing really missing here. So maybe they placed it there on purpose. I know that they've put some extra insulation and stuff like that in. And I didn't see anything drop or anything along those lines. I'm just kind of giving you a look here. We've got an overhead door here and a Genie Pro Max garage door opener. So that's kind of where we're at on this. And I'm going to go, I'm going to do a video outside to the rear, and then I'm going to go outside to the front. And I don't think I can do the same video at the same time, so we're going to have 2 very short videos there. So I'll let you go. Talk to you later. Bye.